That is a huge win for the West Indies. Not so much by the margin of victory at Bristol, but in terms of what it means to their future in the competition. Their senior pros came to the fore against Sri Lanka. Hayley Matthews with the ball, Stefanie Taylor once again with the bat, and the 2016 champions are sniffing the semis. Yeah, you'd have to say so. We talked up the Chamari Athapaththu versus Hayley Matthews matchup in the lead up to this game. Athapaththu had fallen twice in 10 T20 Is to Matthews, but even before she got a crack at the Sri Lankan captain, Hayley Matthews had got the wicket of Vismi Gunaratne in the first over with an excellent return catch, and then she got that try scalp off Chamari and followed it up immediately afterwards with the wicket of Harshita Samaravikrama. And at 9 for 3 after 3 overs, it really was a telling blow. West Indies had landed the early punch in this contest. West Indies deserve a lot of credit for really getting their tactics on point. They made a telling change. Kiana Joseph went out. She was replaced by Ashwini Munisar. That meant Deandra Doughton was back up to open the batting with Hayley Matthews. But more significantly, it meant they had 4 spinners to operate with. Munisar added an off-spin option to their resources, and that ended up being an excellent read of the conditions here in Bristol. Those 4 spinners, Fletcher, Ramharak, along with Matthews and Munisar, took 7 for 70 between them in 14 odd overs, and really, with the exception of a brief passage in the partnership between Kavisha Dilari and Nilakshika Silva, the Sri Lankan batters didn't have too many answers to West Indies' spin threat. Apply themselves a lot better, I guess. This was the first game at Bristol this World Cup, and you could immediately see it's not the easiest surface to bat on. The first couple of wickets that Hayley Matthews took, both those deliveries stuck into the surface, and even after losing those 2 early wickets, Sri Lanka let themselves down with some of the shot selection. Both Harshita Samaravikrama and Imesha Dulani will look back at those shots and really think whether those were wicket-taking deliveries. And from 23 for 4 in the power play on a sluggish surface, it was always going to be tough to catch up. And you could see that even in the chase, West Indies did struggle in getting to 99, and even there, Sri Lanka didn't make life any easier for themselves. 23 extras, 13 wides and a no ball. You can't be doing that when you're defending 98. It means West Indies and England are in touching distance of the semi-finals. Both these teams play each other next at Lord's on Wednesday, and a solitary point in their 2 remaining games will mean West Indies and England are through, because none of the other teams can cross 6 points. That includes reigning champions New Zealand as well as Sri Lanka, who were hoping to make the semi-finals for the first time at the Women's T20 World Cup. After the England-West Indies clash, West Indies close out their league stage with a game against Ireland, while England, in the last match of this group, take on New Zealand. You have to say, pole position, West Indies and England in the race for the semis.